morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you, Dr. Draper. Yes, I am the Ray Lewis mayor. There's a story with that. So whenever you become the mayor, I know Mayor Pugh knows about this, the Ravens actually give you a jersey with your number on it. Well, as you all know, 52 is retired. So I had to call Ray and say, hey, Ray, they want to give me a jersey, but they won't do it unless you're okay with it. He said, for you, I'll do it. I said, all right, great. So I said, it's now our number, Ray, not yours. And thank you, Dr. Draper, for that introduction, and for the incomparable team at the AFRO for not just allowing me to be here and speak, but for continuing to tell our stories the way we need them told that matter to us each and every day as we celebrate Juneteenth here in unapologetically beautiful Black Baltimore. Happy Juneteenth, everyone. Today is a day to be celebrated. It's a day to remember and reflect, but most importantly, it's a day to rejoice and celebrate the successful struggle to end slavery in this country. But in this moment, it's also, Dr. Chavis, a call for us to continue to fight. Because as we talked about in City Hall last night, there are some folks who, if they could, they would take us back into slavery. And if they could, they would, as they would say, send us back from where we come from. But as I remind them all the time, you come from there too, you just don't know it. You just don't know. Welcome home. But we have to continue the fight. We know that for much of our history, the true story of that struggle and those who fought for freedom were passed down by word of mouth, through stories told from friend to friend and family member to family member. And I'm gonna take a pause here and say, I know that to be true for me about the struggle. When asked by a reporter from somewhere not the AFRO about why I consistently talk about racism and how the plight of Black people in this country, because you guys have civil rights, everything's okay now. And I said, well, let me break it down to you like this. I see and talk to my father every day. When my father started his first integrated school in what we call middle school in rural North Carolina, the first day he had a classmate whose dad gave him a pistol and told him it's okay. In Halifax County, North Carolina, Dr. Chavis, it's okay for you to go to school and shoot one of them niggas. Now, unfortunately for him, my dad and my uncles tied him to the bathroom stall. But I drive past that school every single time I go to visit my uncle and my baby brother who lives on my grandparents' farm now. I can see that house that young man lived in. I remember my grandfather telling me when I spent my summers working on that pig farm, we can't go in that store. You gotta go to this one. Granddaddy, why can't we go sell the pigs here? Why we gotta go this far away? We can't go there. That is my life. So we have come so far, but we still have so far to go. And those stories was the only way for many to share the truth, the real history, not the whitewashed history they try to tell you each and every day on the news. So this morning, I'm moved to be in this room with all of you and the legacy that you all represent to all of our honorees. The AFRO, for its entire existence, that has served and honored that sacred responsibility. The Baltimore Times that is here. All of you who are from all over the country, welcome to the greatest city in America. Sorry, you can tell your mayor I said so, they already know. You are here to tell our stories, the real stories that strike to the heart of the issues that matter to us, the stories that you won't find in other outlets, those who make me to be the big bad boogeyman every day, particularly those ones that have made a point to sow division and stir up fear in our city and across this country. There is a direct through line of the purpose for those who carry the good news of freedom to the far reaches of Texas and inform those still in bondage that they were finally free. And this room is full of storytellers gathered here this morning, and we have a story to tell now. We have a story to tell people that, yes, we are in a better position than we ever have been, but we have never been in a more fragile position. Because we know that these folks want to turn back the clock, not just here in Baltimore, where they're trying to shrink black political power by shrinking the city council, adding term limits, cutting property taxes, taking my ability away as the mayor to decide where the money goes. We know what they are trying to do. The only question that remains is, are we going to sit down and allow them to do it? We have to fight back here in DC, in every city across this country, because the only reason they are doing what they are trying to do is because they are afraid. They see now what happens when everybody is at the table and everybody eats, and not just them. It makes them fearful of what will happen when we go even further, where we get to that point of actually realizing Dr. King's dream. That's why these folks are acting like a rat in the corner, because they do not believe in their heart that we are equal to them. They do not believe in their heart that we should have the same rights to them. They do not believe in their hearts that women should be leading anything, right? So we have a responsibility, especially as we go into Juneteenth, to start to lift that up from here on out through November, that we're gonna push those folks back into the depths of where they came and show them that we're not going backwards, we're going forward. And all people will be able to stand up and stand tall, but especially the creators of civilization, black people. Thank you very much. Happy Juneteenth, happy AFRO. I'll see you all at Grill Park this weekend.